better raise him. Standing at the gate, the fire's ablaze, and if you don't get arrested, you're gonna get shot, son.
Turnover of $10.5 billion a year, of which the U.S. share is approximately 40%. The rest of the world divides the remaining 60%. It's often easier for U.S. recording artists to break overseas than in the United States. However, once they break in Europe, they stand a better chance of charting in the U.S. Your company should think about exporting its product. The easiest and cheapest way to reach everyone in the worldwide music industry is to meet them all in one place during the shortest period of time. And there is only one place in the world where this is possible. MIDEM. MIDEM, where the world of music happens. Record companies, independent producers, music publishers, distributors, equipment manufacturers and importers, sound engineers, music video, radio, and television producers and directors. The convergence of over 8,000 music industry executives. MIDEM, a global music market and meeting place. MIDEM, where music industry professionals from over 50 countries have been coming together for nearly a quarter of a century. MIDEM and Cannes, the famous Riviera resort in southern France, is where it happens every year. MIDEM, the total spectrum of the international music industry.
MIDEM has been wonderful. We've made many business contacts. We've been going bumper to bumper every hour on the hour for interviews and appointments. We have placed our cassette in several countries around Europe, which we're thrilled about. And business-wise, it's been fantastic for us. We're very, very pleased with our booth here at MIDEM.
Well, what we do is we let people in Texas know that we're putting together a stand and a trip to MIDEM, and it's open to anybody in the music industry in Texas to join us on this stand.
The response to the American Independence Stand has been tremendous. The flow of traffic has been overwhelming.
All over Cannes. MIDEM is the place to be. And once you join the thousands who attend, you, like they, will want to return year after year.
Will you be back?
We definitely be back. We've seen something like 84 people here, and you can't do that in one spot like this anywhere else.
All of this business has been done here at MIDEM. All the contacts
all this business have been done in the last less than 72 hours.
I haven't. Can enhance your business opportunities, bringing you to Cannes, where the world of music meets.
I knew a man who had it all for a while. He was smart, clear, and handsome, with a genuine smile.
Private Lies, the name of the song, When the World Comes Crashing Through. This was recorded here in Austin. Hopefully they'll have an album coming up.
24-year-old company doing mostly audio-video production in the past. And then several years ago, we started expanding and getting an international connection and tied together a bunch of U.S. studios to get product to the foreign territories. And then a couple of years ago, we started seeing things that we thought we might do in management. And this last year took on the management of Ron Rodgers and Deborah Giles. And we are now expanding rapidly.
And you just went to Russia, I understand.
But they played Leningrad and Kiev and Moscow. And it was a group of about 21 of them, I think, that went. And they all intermingled and played in each other's bands.
And that was part of an organization called TIES?
Yes. Well, the TIES organization was actually formed after they came back because they wanted to keep it an ongoing exchange type program. And in fact, they've got some Russian people that are supposed to be coming over here.
So how were they received in Russia?
Great. Yes. Especially, I think, the rock and roll. In fact, they were saying at one concert in Kiev, which was at a Polytechnic Institute, that at first when Deborah was singing a song and everyone seemed to be very conservative in the group, and she said to the organizer of the group, you know, they don't seem to be having a good time. And she said, well, you have to invite them to get up and dance and clap. So Deborah did that, and with that 400 guys rushed up to the stage.
It was really funny.
All I needed was an invitation.
Really?
Right.
They had a shot of the two main guitar players as they're playing with Deborah, and all of a sudden that happens, and you can see their eyes just get real big and wide, but they really enjoyed it. Yeah.
And you also went to MIDEM?
Right. We went to MIDEM in January of this year. That was kind of a unique situation because we had an opportunity to take Ron and Deborah, and it turned out both of us were going, and we thought, you know, we really ought to try to expose more Austin musicians. And we actually ended up taking 21 groups. We kind of split it, having 10 apiece so that we wouldn't get overwhelmed with too many groups. And we took Great Guns, we took Bobby Bridger's material, gosh, who else? Volcanics,
Scott
right.
Hoyt.
Right.
The Loners.
Right.
Latest Flame.
Vanguards.
Tom Ash.
Right. Jean Marie Houston. Right. We're going to feel real bad as we leave somebody out. I mean, geez. We got material to 100 companies over there, and we met with probably about a third of those individually. One of the neat parts about that was we had video on about half the groups, and we actually took our own portable camcorder and a 7-inch color monitor. It was really kind of neat because there was a lot of companies that didn't have any video playback over there, and so we were able to take it to them. And we'd been in England in August and had done that. And
so how was the response?
It was really good. Mainly just try to help the groups make the connection tighter and really see if the interest will turn into something positive, like a record deal is our hope, of course.
So Austin's music is spread out all over the globe.
I think people were real surprised in Europe about the live music scene here, because it just isn't true. Like in Chris's home, London, it's just not happening.
When we were there in August, we went looking for some live music and couldn't find it. It was amazing.
The Texas roots music, they really do get excited about. We had a lot of rock and roll, and I think that surprised people because they see Texas as country and Texas blues. But when we started showing, you know, some of the groups and the rock and roll and that, they were real surprised at what they were seeing. I might let Chris tell you a little bit about our British connection, and that kind of evolved into all of this, if you want to.
Well, I'm originally from Britain, and over the last few years we've been making quite a few connections with some of the British companies over there. And we had a young man that I've known for a number of years become our representative over there, and he does follow-up for us. But then when we were at MIDEM, we met up with a company called Mass Productions in England, and we are trying to finalize agreements on becoming a sister company with them and representing their materials over here in the US, and they will represent our acts in the UK.
It really makes quite a difference because, like, when we were there in August, we went around to record companies like Island and Creole and Chelsea Music and that kind of thing. We had like Curiosity Killed the Cat. And we could work and did get interviews and did get to show them video, but to have David Case with Mass Productions over there actually taking our stuff instantly and putting it on somebody's desk rather than it sitting in a pile of cassettes really makes a difference.
It seems like a lot of awesome bands are real popular in Northern Europe.
I think, again, that's kind of the Texas roots things. I mean, they can play the music, they can copy the music, but to have people coming over and actually being from Texas and doing the Texas stuff, it really does.
And you're going to be at South by Southwest?
We have David Case coming over from Britain, and I think that's one of the only foreign companies participating in South by Southwest. There's a lot of other record companies participating, but we hope to have the British flag in prominent display, and we're going to have a table at the trade show where people can come by and we can give them a little more information about him and about us and what we're trying to form.
And Deborah is showcasing on the Thursday night at 9:30 at the Continental Club.
So we'll be there for that.
Right.
Yes.
With her Russian outfit on.
Hopefully, who knows? We never do know what Deborah might show up in.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk about or plug or anything?
Well, I think right now we're so excited about the international connection because before having representation was neat, but to actually be part of a company that we'll be forming that will have that kind of scope is pretty neat. We got a letter, something funny, we got a letter back actually saying they didn't think they were quite interested in Deborah's material, and instantly David Case went in and said, "But you just listened to that with me Tuesday and said you were interested. Did you really listen before?" And they said, "Well, maybe not that closely. We will now." I mean, to have that kind of an impact over there is going to be really great.
My mama told me, son, you had a better raise.
Martin and Chris from Phantom Productions at the MIDEM Festival in Cannes. And after walking around most of the European representatives at MIDEM, meeting Phantom Productions was really quite refreshing. We had a couple there that were very responsive to the music that we were playing. They liked what we were playing. They liked actually what we were trying to do. We immediately went back to our hotel and said, "Hey guys, you know, perhaps we're doing this all wrong. Perhaps America is where we should go." So we looked at that more and more, and we've since formed, if you like, a transatlantic partnership with Martin, Chris and Phantom Productions, and we decided that South by Southwest is really, if you like, our stepping off point into the States. One of the ideas of actually setting up this, you know, the partnership with Phantom Productions is Phantom Productions will be Mass Productions' mouthpiece in the States. We in turn will be Phantom Productions' mouthpiece in Europe. We're looking at the things we can do in Europe for Deborah Giles and for Ron Rodgers, who are two fairly popular Austin artists. We're currently arranging a tour through the UK for Scott Hoyt, Deborah Giles and various other Texas artists that Martin and Chris will actually inform us of later. That tour will be called Texas Visits the UK, and the idea is to actually get some good Texas musicians to actually come along and play some UK venues for us. We've got a great logo. We've got a bulldog wearing a Stetson, which is terrific. You know, it's I was very disappointed when I came here. I saw no Stetsons.
But didn't you just buy a hat?
Yeah, that's just to prove that I actually arrived. There it is, look. That's my hat.
Prove it.
Like that hat, guys? Yeah, this in actual fact will go on the wall of the office. Back at the office, that will have a place of honour next door to the Texas flag. That's just to show people that we actually arrived. Currently within the UK at the moment we have 4 major bands that we're currently looking after. We have one of them signed with Atlantic in London, which is fairly nice for us. They're currently working very hard. We've actually located another 17-year-old youngster, a young lad who's really never done any professional singing before at all, and the lad has turned out to be absolutely brilliant. We have his first single here with us as well, South by Southwest, and that's something I know the Phantom are particularly excited about. But that reversed the question, because I'm supposed to be talking about the UK music scene, and here we are back at what we're doing in Texas, but never mind. I mean, I'd like Danny to work over here. I think the experience would be particularly fruitful. Working young solo performers in the UK is particularly difficult. We don't, in actual fact, have the vast quantity of venues that you have over here. I mean, Martin drove me down 6th Street, and I saw more venues down there in like 5 minutes than I've managed to get bands in, in the entire years we've been in the business within the UK.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Black, very good.
Freaking inside the dark, too. I just like dark hair and dark
On a rainy Wednesday morning, that's the day that I was born. Down on the shadow top of one countryside. They say my man left me in the day before she had me said she didn't look real good. Come on, everybody else. Told me, son, you had a better raising. You're standing at the gate, the fire's ablaze, and if you don't get arrested, you're gonna get shot, son. Why you wanna hang around the parking lot? She said, much less than you bargained for. That's much more than you got. That's what you get for hanging around that old honky-tonk parking lot. Never met a woman, wasn't just my age. I never had a job, was a minimum wage. Never held a bottle, couldn't drink it dry. And I never met a man, couldn't look in the eye. Never had trouble like I had with you, 'cause I never knew exactly what I should do. And that's probably why the whole thing went up in smoke. No joke. Ooh. It's a portrait of me and you. Got me standing at the station waiting on a midnight train.
My body trembles when you touch my hand, and my poor heart knows the road's at an end. So I ask if you still love me. There is no reply. And here in silence, I know it means goodbye. Is a fragile bird, so quick to fly away. I've seen her take wing in a moment on the brightest of days. Up to the heavens she's soaring, out of the grasp of desire. To see her returning, passions too hot a fire. Fly away up to the sky without a word. In a time when a man named Blaze was around, singing songs straight from
my baby, she got great big feet. She's long, lean and lank and had nothing to eat. She's my baby, I love her just the same. Crazy about that woman, Caledonia is her name. When I cry, Caledonia, Caledonia, what makes your big head so hard? I love you, baby, love.
To sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
Is a track. Go round and round and round I go.